Hi. This video today is going to be my review of the My Chemical Romance show in Dublin that was played on the 16th of February 2011. But I also have two reviews here, one from the Kerrang magazine, which I'm sure a lot of you have read already, and a second from an Irish newspaper, The Star, about the Irish show. And they annoyed me a little bit with what the critics said, and I just want to read them out to you guys first before I give my review. So this is the Kerrang one. This was filmed in this was written from Wembley Arena in London on the 12th of February. So it was a couple of days before the Irish show. But the article is by Winwood, and it goes: "It's a halfway decent bet that in the 77 years that have elapsed since Wembley Arena first opened its doors, never in this period has its stage been graced by a band quite as limp and dreary as LostAlone. The British trio may have recently signed to the prestigious Reprise label, once home to Frank Sinatra and these days Green Day, but their half-hour set of half-tunes is so inoffensive it somehow manages to offend. More interesting are the Blackout, who burst onto the Wembley stage like men whose sole mission in life is to rock and roll it all night and party every day. If the purpose of a warm-up act is truly to warm up the crowd, then the Welsh sextet are perfect, or almost perfect. However, the Blackout's insistence on mentioning the name of the headliner at least half a dozen times, going so far as to leave the stage chanting MCR, MCR, simply to raise a cheer from the audience, is pathetic. In 2011, My Chemical Romance themselves are facing some difficulties. Out on the merchandise stalls hang t-shirts that claim the band loves the UK, but the fact that tonight's show is the only date of the British tour to sell out in advance suggests that the UK may no longer feel quite the same way about the visiting Americans. With a slowly selling new album to promote, last year's Danger Days, on a mild Saturday night in Greater London, it somehow seems as if this is a band who have something to prove. Over the course of 21 songs, tonight My Chem make a fabulous noise. They don't, though, really fill Wembley Arena with anything other than their music. Lit well, but with a scaled-down production, it is strange how poorly MCR seem to project themselves to the furthest corners of this large room, with Gerardway in particular seeming to strike a distant and even disconnected figure. 3 cheers, though, for music strong enough to lift the roof. While the 5 songs from Danger Days are received warmly enough, particularly the brilliant pairing of Sing and Vampire Money, it's the picks from the Black Parade and 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge that seem to speak out to the heart of My Chemical Romance's core constituents. I'm Not Okay and Teenagers are 2 moments when tonight's gathering feels less like a concert and more like an event. But for too much of the time, MCR at Wembley Arena is something slightly less than the sum of its parts. At a blush over 90 minutes, the set is short, little more than one song following another with the minimum of fuss. It feels in fact like a theatre gig played in an arena setting, and as good as the band on stage often sound, My Chemical Romance tonight gives the appearance of a band uncomfortable not only in this setting, but perhaps even within their own skin." Okay, and the second review is from the Irish newspaper The Star. It is written by Shilpa Ganatra or Shilpa Gantry. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but the funny thing with this one is she says pretty much the same thing as the Kerrang interview, or review, sorry. But last year she did a review on Minus Self-Indulgence on the Kerrang tour, and that annoyed me too. She made some comments about how Gerardway and Lindsay are emo and they're about to have an emo child and all this stuff. And the next day she had an article about how to decorate your home. So that kind of just ruined her credibility to me. But she did a review on My Chem show this year. So offering an opener like Na 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 is the equivalent of being woken up by someone screaming in your face, but it works. Within seconds the crowd are at full throttle and maintain that power for the rest of My Chemical Romance's only Irish date of their tour. The setlist is faultless thanks to 4 albums, similar only in their quality. In fact, it's so strong that mid-tempo tracks like The Only Hope for Me Is You are swallowed up by the might of the high-energy tunes. Borrowing mainly from new album Danger Days, the New Jersey group keep the pace with arena anthems like Planetary Goal and the Ramones-esque Vampire Money. But there are also several smartly packed older songs. With the loyal and frankly amazing crowd singing along to every word, Mama is a highlight, as is Helena, with a chorus that could melt hearts of stone. We just wish the band themselves weren't relying so heavily on the tunes to make the performance. Frontman Gerard Way was the only mobile member, and even he spent most of the show ambling around the expansive stage with a look that suggested he forgot to turn off the stove. There's no denying his vocals are in good shape, but in a live setting that comes second to passion. Gerard promises to return for the festival season, we're guessing Oxygen, and let's just hope he's back to form by then. Now, I went to the Irish show, as I said, and it was my first My Chemical Romance concert, and I have to say, it was fantastic. I went with my friend, and my other friend and her sister went as well, and they came at a different time than us, but I've been talking to both of them on the internet, and they've said pretty much the same thing as I'm going to say now. I just loved the scaled down setting, actually, because it was about the band's talent and the quality of their music. They weren't fancying it up with costumes and all this stuff. And you know, I mean, to be able to keep an audience's interest with just the music and not fancying it up, I mean, really proves how great this band is. They also made it a little special show for us because they brought out an Irish flag with the spider symbol on it and 4 cartoon faces of themselves on it as well. And they came out in Irish jerseys for the last song, Vampires, you know, we all know that one, which is great to bring back an old song as well. I love that. But yeah, I loved it, and they even had a special Irish t-shirt to buy at the merch stand. I didn't buy it because I didn't really like it. I had 2 others that I really liked that I bought instead. But I think they're a great band. I didn't think they were disconnected at all. I mean, I was standing in front of Frank, I was like second row, and he was talking away to people in the crowd. He got one girl to throw up her glove so he could have a glove to wear, you know, and he picked another girl's flag up and put it on the speaker behind him so everybody could see it because she'd made a special flag. You know, that's, to me, a band that really loves their fans and are really into this, you know. So it just really annoyed me that these people are just patriotic bullshit, basically. They're obviously not fans of the band. They have no clue what the band means. You know, they're like, for the fans, you know, the band means something to them. The songs mean something to them, you know. That's what makes it a great show, is to be able to hear those songs live and see these people that you idolize, you know. And they're actually, in the Kerrang magazine here, they actually got the opinion of 2 fans after the show, and one says, I think MCR create a unique atmosphere. I think the people who like them feel a special way towards them, which is something that a lot of groups don't have. It's quite a precious feeling. The second person said, I think they're such a great band, and one of the things that's great about them is that what they do is very different to what most other bands do. They're very original, and there aren't that many original bands around these days. Now that to me is, you know, they're only a couple of sentences, but they're positive, they're good, because they enjoyed the show. It meant something to them. So that just annoyed me. So what I want everybody to do, for me, anybody who's fans to MCR and went to any recent British shows or the Irish show, I want you guys to write a review for me about what you thought of the show. I don't want you to be influenced by these reviews at all. I want you to write about what you felt at that moment and what you were thinking. And please send it to me in a personal message or in a video response. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get them all together, and I'm going to make another video about everybody's response, because I want to see what the fans have to say. You know, that's the important thing, is the fans, not what these people that are paid to write shit do, you know. That's just whatever. So if you could please participate in this, it would be absolutely amazing. Please comment, please subscribe, and please, you know, cooperate with this and send me your reviews, because I'm really excited to hear what everybody has to say. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get enough together and make another video, read out all your reviews and what you have to say. And please be honest. If you agree with these articles, you know, that's cool, whatever. If you don't, then that's cool too. And I just want to see what everybody thinks, you know, the real fans, you know, not these people that are paid to do this stupid job. So that would be, and please send this around to all your friends who are fans of MCR, because, you know, try and get as many reviews as I can in. And thank you so much for watching. I know it's been a long video, and if anybody who is going to send me a review, thank you so much for participating in this little experiment. So thank you, and bye.